Hello students, I am Pooja Devi working as assistant professor in Mlritm. So today we are going to learn division in Vedic Mathematics. The previous module was dealing with the multiplication. So today our basic math operation is division. So as we all know, division is a basic math operation for splitting a number into equal groups or finding each group or how many groups are formed. Example, if we take 12 divided 4, which is nothing but 3. So if the inverse of multiplication is used for the sharing, separating, grouping. So we have methods like long division for solving. In Vedic mathematics, little bit different, we will sort out. So first, learning with the basics of division, we all know what is dividend, divisor and quotient. In the previous example, 12 by 4, if I take, 12 will be the dividend, 4 will be the divisor and 3 will be the quotient, giving us remainder 0. So in the first slide, we will learn how the division by 9 deals. As we all know, this is the normal division. So 32 by 9, where you are getting 3 is the quotient. That is, you are getting 9 3s are 27 and you will do 32 minus 27, resulting you 5. But also if you observe, instead of doing the whole division, directly if you take 32, that is 3 plus 2, if you are adding, you are getting 5. So that is the final remainder. Instead of doing the normal division, by taking the original dividend itself, we add it, resulting in the remainder. So here we have division by Paravartya method. This is the first kind of type method which we have in the Vedic mathematics. So Paravartya means transpose and apply. In mathematics, as we all know, we apply transpose of a matrix. That is, we just write the row as column. Here as also we just try to transpose the division. In the given example, if you see here, we have to divide 12x square minus 8x minus 32 with x minus 2. These both are algebraic expressions. So instead what I will do is that first I will write the coefficients, that is 12 minus 8 then 32. I have to divide it by x minus 2, right? So here division should be done by x minus 2. Since we have to apply the transpose, that is, you will take only the last term and you will take transpose of it. Here transpose will apply, that is opposite of the term. That is, you are getting plus 2. Right? So the first term will be as usual coming down, that is 12. Now you are getting 12 2s are 24. So 24 is resulting in 16. Again 16 2s are, that is nothing but 32. Right? So minus 32 plus 32, again you are getting 0. This is similar to the synthetic division concept. Here just we are trying to put the first term down and the remaining terms will be carried out with the divisor every time we multiply, and the remaining remainder will be written here in the place which we have taken out of synthetic division concept, right? So hence decreasing 1 degree, since this is a 2-degree equation, dividing it with x we get a single degree. So the answer will be 12x and the remainder will be 16 constant. So the final remainder will be 12x plus 16. So here is the theoretical explanation of the previous example we have just now divided. That is the algebraic expression 12x square minus 8x minus 32 is dividend and x minus 2 is the divisor, giving us the quotient of 12x plus 16 and the remainder is 0. So whatever you are getting the remaining term here, this is actually the quotient, but for the synthetic division cause this will become the remainder. So whatever the remainder in the division you are getting, here will be the consistent quotient and the other side will be the remainder. Then we have another example. So in addition to the Nikhilam method, as we all know, previously we learned subtraction in Nikhilam method. Nikhilam method is nothing but basis of 10 we will subtract from the numbers which are given. That is, we try to convert each problem in terms of basis of 10 so that we can solve the problems easily. There is a third division method also called as Urdhva Tiryak method. So the first division is the simple division which we have already learned in our primary classes as well. And the second method we just now discussed was Paravartya method. And the third one is now we are discussing is Urdhva Tiryak method. So for Paravartya Ryojayat, this is the full name of the method, similar to the Nikila Navatas Karamam Dashataha, which is known as Nikilam method. Paravartya Yojayat is also known as Paravartya Sutra, that is transpose and apply. So now learning the Paravartya method, we will do some numerical problems. Just now what we solved was algebraic expressions. So let us make it into real life application of how to use division by Paravartya method. Assume I have to divide 1225 by 12, right? So if I take 1225 divided 12, right? So I have to do in this way. So to do this, let us write first the numbers, and I will take it in a method similar to the synthetic division method. So the first one, whatever the term here, it should be the transpose, that is it will be -2. Now whatever to do with 1, that will remain the same. We have nothing to do with that. We will just take the single digit number and we have to transpose it, that is opposite of the given number. So this number will come as usual down. Now this is nothing but -2. So you are getting 2 minus 2 is 0. Again 0 will be multiplied with -2. So that is 0. So you are getting 2. Again 2 will be multiplied with -2. That is -4. So answer is here 1. So which means 102 will give you the quotient and 1 will be the remainder. So this way you are getting the simple division method of quotient, remainder, dividend, divisor without any much solving of problem. Let's go to another problem. See, here we have quotient 102 and remainder is 1. And this is the theoretical explanation of how I have proceeded. Next, let us take another example. 1697 by 14. So which means again I will take the single digit number, that is the ones place, -4. So this number I will take it down as usual. Now 1 into -4 is -4. So 6 minus 4 will give me 2. Again -4 into 2, that is -8, which is 1. Again 1 into -4 will give me -4. So the answer here is 3, which means 121 will be the quotient and 3 will be the remainder. And this is another example of dividing 2598 by 123. See, here the steps are also given. Since we are having a 3-digit number here, we take -2, -3, again leaving the hundreds digit. So which means you have to leave one digit prior from the starting, that is from the starting of the number. If you have, for example, 23, this is tens place and this is ones place, right? So which means you have to leave this number. If you are having a 3-digit number, at that time you have to leave the hundreds place, which means every time you have to leave the higher place value digit and take the remaining place value digits. So here your division will be performed with respect to 2 numbers, that is 2, 3. So transposing 2 numbers, we are getting -2, -3. And this is the steps as given here. So again we have an example of algebraic expression. Let's do this. X square plus 2x plus 1 by x plus 1. Okay. X square plus 2x plus 1 should be divided with x plus 1. So if I take only the coefficients, I am having 1, 2, 1, and here I am having -1 because I have to take only coefficient of this term. I am ignoring this, and this will be the transpose of that. So here I am getting as usual the same number down. So that is 1. And here if I multiply this minus 1 with 1, then I am getting minus 1. So here the answer is 1 and this is minus 1. So this is 0, which means the remainder is 0. And as I told, you have to reduce the degree because x square by x will give you x. In the previous example, we have x cube by x. So there you will get in terms of x square the answer. So here the answer is x plus 1. This is the coefficient of x and this is the constant term and this will be the remainder. This was the previous example we discussed, 12x square minus 8x minus 32. So it is clear that the answer should start with the coefficient of x. Then these all are the practice problems which you can practice. You are having the dividend, divisor, and these are the quotients and this is the remainder. So while doing these problems, you have to make sure that you get this quotient and remainder without doing the normal division. We have already learned you have to use the Paravarta Yojayat method of transpose and apply. Okay, thank you friends.